Welcome to another episode of Fanatic Lifestyles, where we enjoy family, food, fashion, travel, and of course, fast cars. Gonna take you on a journey. Today we are going to be featuring Nina's Cafe again. We're gonna go get some supplies and go into our signature Caribbean market, Broward Beach. So stay tuned and we'll be back shortly. Alright, so we're in the veggie section and the fruit section. So we picked up some mangoes, some watermelon, and now, just so you know, if you're doing Escovitch, we're not going to tell you what we're doing, but they have them pre-made already. So we're going to, we decided we're going to do it manually. Alright, we haven't decided if we're going to do it manually. Stay tuned. Time is our enemy. So we're trying to see how much time we have to do what we want to do and kind of work backwards from there. So it looks like Nina is picking up. What do you pick up? Onions already cut? So onions and peppers. So let's see what else she has in store for today's menu. I think we're gonna focus on time, physical time. So I'm gonna get a ticket now for the seafood. I'm not gonna tell you yet what we're getting, but here's a quick look at the cart. I'm gonna pan around a little bit. I try not to film in public spaces because I don't want people to feel intruded upon, whatever that word is, you know what I'm talking about. So. But yeah, this is one of the largest Caribbean supermarkets in South Florida, Broward Beach. So stay tuned for the reveal as to what we'll be prepping for Nina's Cafe today. All right, cat's out of the bag. We're gonna do some form of fish. I believe it's going to be Escovitch or brown stew. We haven't decided yet. We're still working. But you can get your fish custom cleaned. These are the prices. You got your red, your yellowtail. Now we're just choosing what type of fish we want to get.
Yellowtail, that one's red. Let's start with 5 small ones. Thank you.
Let's start with one.
Do you have smaller than that?
Looks like we're going to do 5 red snapper on the smaller side. Easy to manage. We're doing yellowtail, right? Alright. Alright. So we've chosen our fish. We're gonna do yellowtail in some capacity. So stay tuned. Welcome back, welcome back. Alright, so wow, the missus is gonna be inside prepping dinner. I'm gonna be outside doing some work to the garden. We got some soil samples, some mulch, some garden, new plant to plant. We're gonna clean this up a little bit for the summer and hang outside while she's inside prepping Sunday dinner. So on the menu is going to be Escovitch fish, rice and peas. I think we're gonna do a tomato, cucumber, and avocado salad. And yeah, I'm gonna turn it over to her, and she's gonna walk you through today's video regarding our Sunday fun day. All right, so stay tuned for that. Remember to like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. And always remember, it's not a lifestyle unless you're a fanatic. Take care.
Back. I'm sure you heard we're making some Escovitch fish. So here I have all my seasonings out. I'm showing you everything that I'm going to use. I'm going to mix everything together in this bowl. I have here cleaning is some fish. I just kind of scored them so you can see on both sides. Made some slits. And this is just soaking in some lemon juice and salt. It's been in there for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna rinse it about 2-3 times, pat dry it, get some of that water off, and then I'm gonna mix all the seasonings that I have here into this bowl. I do not measure anything, but I'm probably gonna use a tablespoon of each of these into the bowl. So let's get the fish washed, pat dried, and the seasoning mixed, and then we'll be back. I have here garlic, onion, this Port Royal fish fry, the onion. I love this, the onion and scallion and allspice, onion and garlic. Just again, this is just all of these into one, and some black pepper. I'm gonna mix about a spoonful of each into this bowl, and then we'll be back. I was cleaning my fish. I had soaked some peas in here. I didn't soak it overnight because I forgot last night. So I soaked it for about 2 hours this morning, put it on to boil, and I added some garlic in there. You can see that. That's all I've put in here right now until this gets soft, and then we'll go through the process. But I didn't want to forget to show you that I do have some peas boiling for some rice and peas. Cleaned, patted dry. Here's our seasoning that was seasoned and mixed everything together. So I want to show you that the fish, this is what I bought, a whole one, and I had this butterflied for my daughter because of the bones. I don't want to have to take the bones out. So this is just one fish that's butterflied, and I got 2 pieces from that. These are the whole fish that I scored, and I cleaned the cavity, and this is ready to be seasoned. So what I'm gonna do is just generously, season the fish inside the cavity and all the scores that we made, in and out, both sides, and then I'll come back and show you when that's done. Our fish seasoned. I also put scores in the fillet pieces. I don't know if you can see it, but I did. And it's seasoned on both sides very well. And on the whole fish, if you see, I put in that cavity, give you a close up there, in the head. You want it everywhere on this fish. And all of the scored pieces, front and back, well seasoned. This is gonna sit and marinate. I'm gonna give it about an hour. This is what's left of our seasoning. I'm probably going to add that on top, you know, sprinkle. It's not a lot, you can see. And your seasoning you're gonna mix depending on how much fish you're using. If you don't want to be generous and you want to go a little at a time and add a few more when you're more seasoning once you're done, you can do that as well. But here is what's left of the bowl that we made. This is what our fish looks like. We're gonna give this a good hour and come back to it. In that hour, I'm gonna check on the rice and peas, and I'm also going to prep all the veggies for the escovitch. Soft. I squeezed it between my fingers. This is ready for us to, I'm gonna turn the fire up a little. I have in this bowl scallion, onion, thyme, pimento, piece of ginger, and a Scotch bonnet. So let's put it in. Onion, thyme and scallion, 1 Scotch bonnet. In here is ginger, pimento. Dump that all in along with, let me get this ready for you, 1 can of coconut milk. So I'm gonna put the coconut milk in. The only thing I haven't done yet is season the pot, which I'm going to do. I'm just gonna use some salt. You don't need anything more than that. Some salt and a piece of butter. And I'm gonna boil this back, bring this back up to a boil blend all these flavors together, maybe another 15 minutes before adding my washed parboiled rice. Last time we did the video, I told you guys I use Uncle Ben's. Uncle Ben's is the best for rice and peas. Give it a quick stir. Put the cover back on, let it bring to a boil while I get the seasoning ready. I added some salt and a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder to this. I tasted it to see if I needed to adjust my seasoning. It has enough salt for now. I'm gonna let this boil and we'll come back to this in about 15 to 20 minutes to add our rice. Oh, here, I'm gonna add all the veggies for the Escovitch. I am going to slice this carrot nice and thin, pimentos, about 4 Scotch bonnets. These could be adjusted to your liking, to your spiciness. A bunch of thyme, sliced onion, sliced peppers, sweet peppers, red, yellow, and green. Use whatever colors you like. Here's the thing, we went out last night, so I was not in the mood for this today. So my husband said, you know what, let's get it already cut, save a step. So usually I do all of this prepping myself. Today, because I'm tired, he's taking a little easy on me. So I bought the white onions already sliced, tri-colored peppers, let's see, already sliced. So all I'm gonna do is cut them in half, add everything to the bowl, and I'll be back to show you what I do next. My carrots. Now I'm just gonna slice these thin, julienne them however you want. You can slice them in circles, whatever is best, but I like them in strips. Here's the veggies. I cut them in half because they came in whole, so I cut them in half, make them a little bit more manageable. So in this bowl I have onion, all the peppers. At the bottom here is the thyme, the Scotch bonnet, and the pimento. I need to warn you guys, when you're cutting the Scotch bonnet, please wear gloves. So let me show you what I did, if I can find a piece here. Here. These I cut. I cut each one in 3. But wear gloves. You'll thank me later. There's a thyme there. So I'm gonna add the carrots back in, and then we're gonna get the Escovitch going. I'll be back to show you that process. Here are the vegetables. You see I went ahead and cut those carrots into thin sticks or however you want. In this bowl I have, let's see, I would say I have about a tablespoon of sugar and another tablespoon of salt. Sugar to balance out the salt and the spice. Here I have, and I'm measuring solely for this video, guys, I have 2 cups of white vinegar, just plain white vinegar. Now I'm gonna add both of these into here, mix with my hands, and I'm gonna let this sit to absorb the vinegar into the vegetables. Then I'm gonna have to taste it to see if it has enough sugar salt ratio, or vinegar if I want it a little bit more tart or not. Gonna put all of this in, mix it well, set it aside, and check on our rice. At this point we can add the rice into the peas, so I'll be back with that. Rice, I've added the rice. The consistency looks good. I don't need to do anything else. Gonna give this a quick stir, and then I'm going to add my foil on top, cover, make a tight seal. When I check it again, the water should have been absorbed, and then I'm gonna add some butter. Then this is done. Our fish has been seasoning for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. We're gonna be taking that to the stove in a few minutes. After I've added the sugar and salt and white vinegar, all I did was toss it up with my hands with the glove on. Remember, because of that pepper, I did taste it to make sure it had enough of everything. The balance of the sugar and salt was fine. It wasn't too tart. If it is, and you put too much vinegar, just add a little water to balance it out. But I didn't need to do that, so this is perfectly fine. This is gonna marinate until we're ready. Our fish is over here still doing good. So I'm gonna prepare my fry pan and get everything going, put it all together for you guys. Also today we're gonna do a cucumber and tomato salad. Switch it up a little from a green salad. I have here, we're gonna use half a spoon of sugar, about a spoon of salt, about 2 spoons of vinegar, and 2 to 3 spoons of lemon juice. I'm gonna slice the cucumbers up. I'm gonna de-seed the tomatoes because I don't like the tomatoes in there. Mix all of that up together and put that in the refrigerator to chill. So let me get to chopping and I'll be back and show you how I mix this all together. Our chopped cucumbers and tomatoes. This is the sugar, salt, lime juice, vinegar juice. I've mixed it well to make sure the sugar and the salts are fully dissolved. I'm gonna keep mixing it. Make sure everything is fully dissolved. You don't see any more granules in there. Or when that's done, you're gonna pour it in there, toss well, and chill this until you're ready to eat. It's really good, really refreshing, pairs well with anything. That should be pretty dissolved. I'm gonna go ahead and mix all of this together. Just toss it. Eventually I am gonna put the cover on here, shake it well before I put it in the refrigerator. You can add red onions to this. Red onions go really well. But of course no one eats it in my house, so I don't put the red onions in there. I'm gonna put the cover on, seal it, put this in the refrigerator, and prep about 1 inch of oil in my pan and get ready to fry the fish. Here's our oil heating for our fish. Checked on the rice. It's perfect, fluffy. I'm gonna go ahead and fish out this Scotch bonnet, any pieces of thyme and garlic that you see, and then I'm gonna add a quarter piece of butter, quarter stick, I should say, a quarter stick of butter right on there. Once that's melted, I'm gonna cover this back down, and this rice is done. Everything else is out. Cover, steam for a few more minutes, and this is done. I have canola oil in here. Canola oil heats very well without burning. I'm gonna let this get really hot. I have a cast iron pot here. Let this get really hot before I start dropping the fish, and I'm only gonna do 2 at a time. I don't normally know how long it takes to fry fish. I know it's a very quick process, but for the sake of this video today, I'm gonna time it and we're gonna see how long we left it on each side. One thing I don't do is continuously flip the fish because it can break. So I will put it in one side, leave it. When I feel like it's nice and brown on that side, I'll flip it. When it's done on that side, remove it. I don't continuously go back and forth because you want the fish to be nice and firm. So I'm gonna time when I put the fish in how long it takes to do one side so I can update you guys. First 2 fish are in. I did infuse the oil with Scotch bonnet and garlic. It's in there somewhere. I think I used 3 cloves of garlic or something like that. I left them whole. It's just to give your oil a little bit of flavor. I did set my timer and I will let you know when I flip these. Flip. It's been 3 minutes. This side is done. I flipped it over. I'm assuming it's gonna be another 3 minutes. I usually don't time, like I said. I know when it's done. I get that feeling and I know when it's done. When it's at my right crispiness, then I know. Remember I said a lot of that seasoning was gonna burn off, so you can see. So over seasoning is a thing because you will lose some of it in your oil. Batch number 2. These were a little smaller, so I was able to fit 3 in this pan. These are the 2 that are already done. Rice is looking good over there. That is complete. So I'm gonna fry these up. When I flip them, I'll come back. I'll flip from batch number 2. The 2 fillets, I left those for last. This is just meaty piece of fish. So this should, in theory, cook a lot quicker than these did, but I'll keep you posted on the time for these as well. Our fillets are looking pretty good. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna reserve about a spoon of this oil into here to saute our veggies. That's gonna go on top of our fish, which is called the Escovitch. About a spoonful is good enough because you don't want your sauce oily. All you want to do is just crisp the veggies a little bit. So I'll be back to show you that process. All done. I went ahead and took out a spoonful of oil and I put it in here. This is on low, and I'm gonna add my veggies, saute them for about a minute or 2, and then I'm gonna add some of the liquid from the veggies. I won't add it all at once. Saute the veggies first, get those crisp, then add your Escovitch sauce slowly at a time because you don't want to add all at the same time. Here's the Escovitch, excuse me. It's all the pepper in here, excuse me. Here's the vegetables sauteing down. I fried them up for about a minute, and then I've been slowly adding some of this liquid in, depending on how spicy I want it. I don't want a whole lot of liquid. It's not supposed to be saucy or soupy, just enough to cover the fish, and the fish is gonna soak up any excess liquid. So if you need more, add more. You don't get rid of it yet. This is gonna go for another minute or so, and then we're gonna put it on top of our fish. This is done. I've tasted for flavor. Amazing. The right amount of salt, the right amount of spice, the right amount of tang from the vinegar. Perfect. I'm going to turn this off and get rid of the rest of this. We don't need any more. I have seen where people have kept this and reused the brine from the Escovitch. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. You can add more veggies to that and put that in the refrigerator right now. But I don't see a need. I'm not going to be using it anytime soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. This is all finished, guys. I will show you the end product in a few minutes. Our tomato cucumber salad is being chilled. But what's Sunday dinner without fried plantain? So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Plantain frying. This is what my Escovitch looks like after I've added all my veggies on top. Everything is looking good. I'm gonna flip these, cook them, fry them in maybe another 5 minutes, and then everything's done. I will show you the plated finale. Take care, guys. Okay, these are just about finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I hope you don't forget to hit like, subscribe, leave us a comment, tell us what you'd like to see us do in the future, what other recipes you like. My husband's in charge of the travel, and I'm in charge of the food. So I hope you love our channel. I hope you continue to spread the love, tell everyone about us, and leave us comments. And please don't forget, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a good evening.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So here it is, the final products. We have Escovitch fish, rice and beans. We have some avocado and a tomato and cucumber salad. This is what Sunday looks like at the Antonio household. So if you like the recipes, remember to like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm. Remember, it's not a lifestyle unless you're fanatic. Until next time, enjoy.